This Citizen ProMaster Sky in silver. Why are you showing that? Well, this is important. I have to show this for a second. This is the silver one. I also have it in black. I'm going to talk about these two watches a little bit today. I have it in black, silver. Like the watch a lot, Citizen ProMaster Sky. I want to tell you it's a rainy day. The Citizen ProMaster Sky is going to be discussed a little bit later today. Sorry for the bad lighting. It's raining out. It's dark. I'm having some lighting issues. I may buy a light. I may buy a new light. So yesterday was a pretty good day. Was 234. I started on December 18th at a weight of 245, so I lost 11 pounds in 3 weeks. That's almost 3 pounds a week. I went off gluten and sugar. I'm going to stay off of it. I've been drinking about 32 ounces of water mixed with apple cider vinegar, ginger, and fresh squeezed lemon juice. I've been drinking that about 4 times a day. So that's like a gallon of that stuff. I actually like it. Makes me feel more energetic. Makes me feel like I'm cleaning out my system. I feel like my chemistry is changing at 234 with the neck. Ooh, it's going to be all blah blah blah, blah as I lose the tissue from there. You know what's weird about being overweight, and I've read about this, is that you start to accumulate fatty deposits in your pancreas, and as a result, you're in a constant state of elevated insulin. And to be in a state of elevated insulin, called metabolic syndrome, is to suffer from more weight gain. Your body just wants to gain more weight when you have all that fatty tissue in your pancreas, and you're hungrier. You're actually hungry all the time. So being fat makes you fat. And it's taken me about 3 weeks to feel like my chemistry is changing. I have a long way to go at 234. I got to hit 200, 199, something like that. One of my daughters is noticing the weight loss. She had a nightmare a few nights ago that she lost her dad, that she had some kind of skinny dad in the house, and she misses her, quote, normal dad. And I said to her, your normal dad is fat, and you're going to have a skinny dad, and that's just it. There's nothing you can do about it. Your dad is going to be skinny. He's gone off gluten and sugar. Someone who watches this channel, his name is Lee. I like him a lot. He's smart. He went off gluten and sugar years ago. He lost 30 pounds, and he's never gained it back. He's never gone back to gluten and sugar. And I think he would agree with me when I say this. Going off of it, your identity changes. You have a completely different identity. You're someone who doesn't eat gluten and sugar. You know what's weird is something positive has come out of this going off gluten and sugar thing. The discipline of this new program I'm on. I don't know why. It's made my relationship with my family better. Uh, my daughters, I don't know, my bond with my daughters has been better than ever the last 3 weeks. And by the way, the last 3 weeks of my perception of time is such that the last 3 weeks have felt like a year. What's that all about? I can't figure that out. But I've just noticed that my relationship with my daughters and my wife is better since going on this program. I feel that the discipline of this new program has a rippling effect on other things that I do, and I want to do a video about that, about how important it is to have a discipline in your life, and how it staves off a certain type of despair and meaninglessness in your life, and a certain type of nihilism. That'd probably be my next video. I think my daughter broke this chair. Did she break it? I'm trying to get it elevated. It's starting to sink. But oh, well, that's another story. My daughters were playing around on this chair. One fell on the other and sprained one of my daughter's ankles. I had to take her to the doctor, get that x-rayed. All these people with whooping cough everywhere. It was a nightmare. There's a respiratory condition going on around here. So I do want to do a video on discipline. Now, yesterday was a good day. In addition, I was happy to weigh 234. yesterday, and took my one of my daughters on her bike. We took the training wheels off, and within 2 training sessions on one day, double sessions, which was good for my weight loss, she learned how to ride her bike without training wheels. And I jokingly said to my wife, what a landmark! I helped Julia ride her bike without training wheels. I need to give myself a reward. I should buy myself a watch. And my wife, very happy that Julia had learned to ride her bike, said, "Yeah, you should." And I don't know how lightly she thought that conversation was, but I'm a watch freak. And you tell a watch freak that he has the green light to buy a watch, boom! The wheels of my brain were spinning. And it leads me to the discussion I want to talk about today. I want to talk about 12 justifications we make to buy a watch we don't need. And have you ever heard of the word superfluous? The word superfluous means having something you don't need, something that has absolutely there's no need for it. You already have whatever it is, and it's just like something unneeded, and probably used in the pejorative, probably used as a negative. But that's what I want to talk about today. So number one, as an American, we have a certain particular type of materialism in America, and when we do something, when we achieve something, we want to reward ourselves. And losing weight and helping my daughter ride her bike without training wheels, those are their own reward. There is a reward in that. But of course, I want to reward myself. I want to feel. What's that show called? Parks and Rec. One of the characters, he keeps saying, "Treat yourself. Treat yourself." He's so funny. He's got a new show called Master of None on Netflix. I can't think of his name right now. Treat yourself. So I was actually thinking of getting a watch to reward myself. I was thinking of getting a blue dial watch. Some people say the dial is somewhat purplish. It has black ceramic. Well, tell them what the watch is, McMahon. Yes, it's the Seiko Transocean SBDC 047. I don't know. That watch has become a symbol for my dietary slenderizing change and my helping my daughters get off their training wheels. Unbelievable. I thought I was off the watch train, man. And that would be number one. You want to reward yourself for something you did. And of course, if you're a watch addict, what's the first thing you think of when you think of rewarding yourself? It's probably getting a watch. I think so. Number two. FOMO, fear of missing out. The watch community is going to snatch up the Seiko Black Ninja Turtle SRPC 49, and you don't want to miss it, man. It's going to be amazing. You don't want to miss that. You can't miss it. Everyone's going to be talking about it, and you want to be part of that excitement, part of that buzz. You don't want to be left out. You want to be at the feast. You don't want to be in the outer darkness eating gravel. You want to be under the beautiful chandelier lights at the feast with your Seiko Ninja Black Turtle. And so FOMO is a huge motivation for buying a watch you don't need. Number three. Have you ever seen a watch that you liked? You're not sure if you liked it a 10, but you liked it a 7 on a scale of 0 to 10. You liked it, and the price was just so low. The price was just so low. You had to buy it. Look at this. Look at this watch. I mean, it was like under $350. Terrible lighting. I got to do my HD soon. But this Citizen Caliber 2100 in gray dial. It's a fun watch to wear. Not very legible. The white one's even worse. But sometimes a watch is so cheap you say to yourself, I can't afford not to buy it. Gotta buy it. It's just too cheap. I have to buy it. And that would be the third motivation. The fourth motivation is you look at a particular type of watch and you're convinced that it will make your life complete. There is a completeness that's missing in your life, and a particular type of watch is going to give you a sense of completeness. Usually this watch is what we would call a holy grail to end all that emptiness that's gnawing at you day after day. Number 5 is funny. You need a watch that will express a particular facet of your personality. I have my intellectual watch, but where's the watch that reveals my fun side, my wild, crazy side? Where's that watch? And so you're convinced that there's some aspect of your personality that is not being expressed with your current watch collection. What watch should I wear on my boat cruise? I don't have a boat cruise watch, man. I need to get shopping right now. I need a watch to wear for when I pick up my girls at school, because there's a particular type of watch that and then when my wife makes chili, I need to wear a watch for when my wife makes chili for dinner. And that's ridiculous. All right, that's number, I believe that is number 5. Number 6. There's a limited edition of a watch, and you may like it, you may not like it too much, you may only like it 6 on a scale of 1 to 10, but it's limited edition. It's going to run out. Gotta buy it. It's limited edition, man. And that leads us to number 7. The purchase of a watch will bring drama to your life that you need as a distraction from an existential drama or dilemma that you cannot solve. You might have a relationship problem, a self-esteem problem, a discipline problem, a problem at work, a problem with feeling self-worth. And the drama of buying a watch will keep your mind off that. Kind of reminds me of couples who are fighting. I mean, their relationship is on the rocks, and they go to Hawaii. Oh, let's just go to Hawaii. And they feel great for a couple weeks, and then they're back to where they started. The drama, the drama. Let's see what number 8 would be. Sometimes in life, this is number 8. Society, your family, your job, people make you feel irrelevant. People are ignoring you. You're following society's rules. You're getting up in the morning. You're doing everything you've been told to do by society's script. And no one appreciates you, man. You are being ignored. You're irrelevant. And buying a watch becomes your way of saying, I'm going to fight back. I'm going to get myself a watch. If society's not going to acknowledge me, then I'll do it myself. And I think that's a powerful motivation for a lot of people who buy watches they don't need. Number 9. This is crazy. Remember I showed you this watch at the beginning? This black Citizen ProMaster Sky. And remember I told you I also have the silver version, which plays bigger because it's lighter. Did you know sometimes in life you have a particular watch that you like and you have to get it in all of its variations? So I have the black and silver chronograph. There's also a non-chronograph silver version, and I want it. And I don't even think I would have time to wear it, hardly at all. But I want it because it would complete my little trio of the Citizen ProMaster Sky models. And I think a lot of you have had that same thought process. And that would be number 9. Number 10 is kind of weird. I don't have an orange dial watch. What an outrage. What a crime. I need an orange dial watch. Have you ever just said to yourself, I need a particular color of a watch. I don't have it, so I have to get something like that to complete the palette, the color scheme of my collection. That would be number 10. Let's see. This one's crazy. I mean, this doesn't apply to all of us, but some watch collectors might say, I have to spend my money. I'm going to die soon. I can't. I gotta buy another watch because I'm running out of time to spend all the money I have. Wow, that would be a nice reason for all of us. I'm not sure all of us have number 11, but I actually had a discussion with someone who was retired from he was a surgeon. I was at a wedding a couple months ago. He actually told me that. He wasn't a watch person, but he was just talking about the general need he had to spend money. That he had run out of time. That's why he retired from being an eye surgeon. Unbelievable! I want that problem right now. Right now I want that one. And number 12, my favorite. This is my favorite of all. Oh my gosh. Um, you may, you remember I was telling you about that Transocean blue watch that I've been thinking of getting now, to reward myself. Maybe, and this is number 12, maybe there's a watch I could buy and you could buy that is going to be your exit watch. This is it, man. It's gonna slay the beast of watch addiction. This one here. This is just going to be the conclusion to your watch journey. Yeah, right. It's going to conclude, huh? You know what's funny about watch collectors is I don't think we want to be happy. I don't think we want to be content with our collection. I think we're always buying and selling. We're always, because we get bored. We want to keep things fresh. And from personal experience, the scary thing about that is you end up rebuying stuff. So I'm trying hard not to sell stuff because I just have a history of rebuying stuff. That's why my collection is 9 right now. And if I get that Seiko Transocean Blue, it could be 10. Can you believe it? So that's it, man. I got to work out, man. I got to get my weight down, man. I got to get all the fatty deposits out of the pancreas. I gotta take this seriously. This is my new identity, man. The no sugar, no gluten guy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, I am out.